All right, so in this lesson, we're going to talk about how you use your financial calculator in this class. All right, so we're going to do a very simple future value problem. I don't know what my future value is. And we're going to pretend that we're going to make a deposit, a present value of, say, $2,000. Okay, and our interest rate is going to be 5%. And we're going to hold this interest rate for 10 years. So we're going to deposit $2,000 into an investment. That'll give us 5% for 10 years. Okay, and we want to know what the future value is. So we know from our other equations that we've done in the other classes that future value is equal to 2001 plus 0.05 to the 10, which is going to be 2000 1.05 to the 10. And I can calculate this out with my calculator by saying, by doing 1.05 y to the x, y to the x to the 10, and that gives me 163. And then I multiply that by the 2000, this 2000 here, and I get 3257.79. So 3257.79. But we're going to focus on using the calculator today. So how do you use the calculator to solve this problem? Many of you are going to use financial calculators. Today I'm going to focus on the 10B2. Maybe I'll get another app or something and figure this out. The only difference, this is going to be the HP 10B or the 10B2. Perfectly fine. This is going to be very similar to the BA or the BA2 calculator by TI. Okay, the only difference is that you're going to see a computer button on yours that says CPT, and we'll go through that in a second if you have the BA calculator. All right, but for most of y'all, we're just going to focus on the HP2B because this is a little app right here that should show you the very same thing. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to clear, and this is the first time I'm using this, so work with me here. I'm going to clear or clear all. So I'm going to hit the red button. Notice that when I hit the orange button, the orange guys pop out. Clearly that's not going to happen on your calculator. When I hit the blue button, these blue guys pop out. That's obviously not going to happen on your calculator. But know that that's how you access the different color calculators that you have on yours. Now, your calculator may say 12 payments per year, and the button you're looking for is the clear all button. So when you hit clear all and hold it, you should get something that comes up on your screen that looks like this. 1 period per year. Okay, all calculators should first be set to 1 period per year. All right, I'll show you how to do that real quickly here. But I'll have maybe I'll do a separate video for this, okay? And that's going to be real easy. On the 10B2, you're going to hit 1, and then you're going to look for this P/YR. The other calculators are going to have P/YR also. It's going to be very same. And it says 1 payment per year. 1 payment per year. You may have one that says 12, but if you do the process 1/payment per year, it should go down to 1 payment per year. I will always teach this class as if all calculators are on 1 payment per year, which means we're going to do the adjustments, not the calculator. That's all that means. Okay, so let's go back to our problem. Let me see if I can erase these buttons up here on top. N for number of payments, I for interest rate per year, PV for present value, and I'm going to skip PMT and I'm going to go to FV for future value, are the buttons that we're interested in. Okay, we will use payments in our next lessons. We're not going to use it right now. Just ignore it. Okay. So, and all we're going to do is we should know that these are memory buttons. So when you type in something like this 2000 here under PV, I'm going to hit 2000 and then I hit PV. The memory of your computer, the memory of your calculator puts the number 2000 into this button. In this particular app, it shows me what I have up at the top. In yours, it won't, but you should be able to, you should just remember that you just put 2000 into this PV. Similarly, I note that in my problem set, 5% is my interest. So I note that here's my interest button, and I'm going to hit the number 5 and then this percent, or the interest per year, okay? Note that this is a whole number. This is 5%. That's different from when you see it here telling you that it's 0.05. This is the algebra. This is the first application. Your calculator assumes that you are doing whole percentages. Okay, so go with the whole percentages. How many years do I have? I have 10 years. So I'm going to click 1, 0, and I'm going to put it into N. Now, because I'm assuming that there's one payment per year, this is going to work beautifully. And the way I do that, or the way I calculate what I want, which is future value, is simply by hitting the future value button. When I hit future value, it goes up and it tells me, hey, given the inputs that you have over here, your future value is $3,257.79. If you are on the BA2, this is where the button CPT comes into effect. Before you hit future value, hit the compute button, then future value, okay? Now, the very next question you should be asking me right now is, why is this number negative? I'm going to come up here and I'm going to put 3,257.79, but this is a negative number. What's the difference? The difference is that finance, particularly in the calculator, well, not particularly, financial calculations are directional. This represents an input of $2,000 into my pocket, but 10 years from now, I'm going to have to pay $3,257. That's not exactly the scenario that we discussed. The scenario we discussed is $2,000, but note that I'm putting negative now, into my present value. This is negative, and I go back and calculate future value, and it gives me the same answer, but positive. So this guy should be negative. Why is this negative? What the? Pen? Green? Give me a little dash. There it is. So why is it negative? It's negative because it's coming out of my pocket. Here I am. There's a happy face. Yay. And the $2,000 comes out of my pocket. It's negative because I'm losing $2,000 and it goes into this investment, whatever that is. 10 years later, it comes back to me at 3,257.79, and this is positive. So it's negative to me as I make the investment. It's positive to me when it comes back. The most important thing here is that you practice with your calculators. Note that if I go orange, clear all, that's what that means, see all of my buttons are cleared, and I have to do the whole process again. So let me just do that real quick. 2,000 negative goes into present value. My interest rate is 5%. I put that into interest rate, and I'm holding this investment for 10 years. N. Okay. I'm ignoring payments. We'll deal with that later. And all I'm going to do is hit my future value button. Boom. 3,257.79. Easy cheesy. And if you'll note, it's the same thing we got here by calculating the long way. Good luck.